Hello students, welcome to the Pole Science of Class 12 Arts, and today we will discuss some of the important questions related to the topic Jayaprakash Narayan and the total revolution. So previously we discussed questions and answer based on the topic Niti Aayog. So today we will discuss about JP Narayan and his total revolution. And we have already completed discussing about the topic. So let us discuss the questions and answers in today's topic then. The first question related to the total revolution of Jayaprakash Narayan is: name the first leader in post-independence India who started a movement against corruption through the participation of youth, particularly in Gujarat and Bihar. So the first leader in post-independence India that started a movement against corruption is Jayaprakash Narayan. He was the first leader to fight against the corruption, and his movement started generally from the state of Gujarat and Bihar, and then it spread on to the other parts of India afterwards. Now next question is related to the long answer type question, which will carry 6 marks. So the first question related to this long answer type question is: what do you know about JP Narayan? So we have to write about the life of Jayaprakash Narayan, which will carry 6 marks. So let us proceed then. Jayaprakash Narayan is known for 3 key contributions, and these contributions are: number 1, fight against corruption; the number 2, principle of communitarian socialism; and number 3, championing of total revolution. So when we talk about Jayaprakash Narayan, he is basically known for the contributions related to 3 key areas. Number 1 is his fight against corruption. Number 2 is the principle of communitarian socialism, in which he fought hard for the progress and welfare of the society. And number 3 is the championing of total revolution. That means he wanted to make India 100% corruption free country, and along with that he also wanted to make India fully developed, through which India should be counted as one of the prosperous country in the world. After that, Jayaprakash Narayan was the first leader in post-independence India who undertook a tirade against corruption through the participation of youth, particularly in Gujarat and Bihar. So related to the first question only, he was the first leader after post-independence. That means after our country got independence in the year 1947. Then after that, he was the first leader in the country who started fighting against corruption. And in his fighting, he mainly encouraged the youth of the country. And that encouragement of youth in the country started from the 2 states of Gujarat and Bihar. After that, he advocated the office of Lokpal against corruption. And he also advocated, that means he was in favor of setting up Lokpal against corruption. That means in Lokpal, the trial process would be more better, because it will be a speedy trial, and those who are being caught against the charges of corruption, their trial will be done in a very rapid pace. For that, he was also in favor of setting up Lokpal. His principle of communitarian socialism views India as the society of communities, encompassing 3 key layers, that is community, region and Rashtra, all combining together as an example of true federation. So he also was in favor of encompassing 3 key layers. That means he was in favor, and he always supported that 3 key layers should be there always, through which a true federation would be set up. So in order to set up true federation in India, he supported 3 key layers, and these 3 key layers were namely number 1 community, number 2 was region, number 3 was Rashtriya, that means nation. So when these 3 layers will be set up in a society, that will help the country to achieve a true federation. Based on the above principles, Jayaprakash Narayan advocated transformation of individual, society and state through his call for total revolution. And whatever we have read till now about Jayaprakash Narayan and total revolution was that he actually advocated, he was in favor of transformation of individual also. Then after individual comes the society, and after society comes the state. That means from the lowermost hierarchy to the highermost hierarchy, he was in favor of changing all that thing. First, he was in favor of changing the individual. Then after individual comes the society. And when the society is changed, then the state or the country can also be changed. So this was all related to his theory of total revolution. His call for total revolution sought to encompass moral, cultural, economic, political, educational and ecological transformation. So whatever his total revolution was related to the total transformation of individual, society and state was interrelated to what? Was interrelated again to encompass values like moral values, cultural values, economic values, political, education and ecological values, which will actually transform the whole country. His political transformation included the right to recall, the importance of village mohalla samitis in democratic politics, and his call for upar ke log to join the political struggle for a clean politics in the country. So apart from this total federation, or you can say total revolution, because in total revolution he wanted to change and transform firstly the individual, then the society and at last the state. Then at the same time he also urged upar ke log, that means people from the higher society. So he urged them, those who were rich, that he urged them and requested them to join political struggle with the poor people. And if these rich people will join the poor people in that political struggle, then what will be the result? What will be the outcome? The outcome will be that there will be a clean politics in the country where the society will be 100% corruption free. So Jayaprakash Narayan was in favor of all these things related to 100% corruption free country, which will actually lead to a clean politics in the country as well as a prosperous and developed society will also be created at the same time. The essence for transformation according to Jayaprakash Narayan revolves around man who could be the real catalyst of change in India. So for Jayaprakash Narayan, it can be rightly said that he was one person who was the first to think about a corruption free country, state and also the corruption free individual. And whatever Jayaprakash Narayan thought about the society was or can be related with that person, or you can say that Jayaprakash Narayan was that kind of a person who was the real catalyst of change in India. He brought the change of thought in India. Clear? So with this I will wind up today's topic related to the discussions of questions and answers based on topic Jayaprakash Narayan and total revolution. In the next class we will discuss questions and answers on another newest topic that is included in this year's Pol Science syllabus, that is Ram Manohar Lohia and his theory of socialism. So regarding questions and answers, please make a note down of all these questions and answers discussed in your copy. Thank you.